What's up, everybody? Tony here, aka Wade, isn't it? And I'm here with Nick,
Hey, what's up, guys?
and we are in a cave, as you can see.
Yes.
And yeah, if you saw with the last video, we were just exploring stuff, and after that, we just looking around, deciding what to do,
We got
and
out
we
of the lake and kind of found this.
we stumbled upon this. So
It was a
there's
bright idea.
there's a lot to it, kind of. I think, hopefully. So we're just gonna
Yeah, we're
bring you along with the ride.
yeah, we're just gonna kind of look around,
Yeah,
which I think there was a lot of stuff that we found that we didn't want to touch yet, just because we wanted to show you guys what everything we found. There's a
yeah,
lot
like
of
our
iron
doll's
over
iron which could be very useful as we hardly have any armor at all.
here, or we die too much to even keep the armor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a thing.
that's about how it goes for us. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So last episode, if y'all watched, and if you didn't, go back and watch it. Um, we kind of Nick kind of asked me some questions about how I got it and everything. So we're gonna do the exact same to him.
Yay.
Yeah. So all right, Nick, aka Kersinga,
Mhm.
what got you into games?
What got me into games? Let's see. I always kind of liked a lot of the I was always like a technology kid. I mean, I grew up in the 90s,
What the
so
hell is hitting me? Oh my god. Okay. Dude, oh my god. You know those like pufferfish type shit?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just fucking attacked me.
Oh, that's fun. Um yeah, when I was a kid,
Oh yeah,
like
keep going.
yeah, sorry. When I was a kid, I was always like into technology and everything. I was always into how things worked. So, seeing video games and stuff when I was at a very young age was actually like a lot of fun for me. My grandparents actually owned an Atari 2600.
Oh wow.
And fun fact, they actually just gave it to me like a couple weeks ago. So
Oh,
I actually have it in my
nice.
possession now. I actually played it like a week ago, with some of my friends, and it was a lot of fun. Even though it's super freaking hard. But so I would play that when I was younger at their house at least. When I was not old enough to be in school yet, I was kind of like I was at a daycare,
Yeah.
but then they realized that like the daycare wasn't very good, or they just didn't like the way that they were treating me or something. So I went and stay. I just stayed with my grandma instead, and she would let me just play this all the time and whatnot. And I kind of fell in love with it, even though at the time I didn't really realize how big games were going to be at that time.
Oh, I have to interrupt you.
Oh, okay.
I found emeralds.
Already?
Yes.
Holy crap! Can we don't even have stuff to mine that yet, do we?
I don't think I have an iron. I think it works with iron.
I'm scared to try with. Oh my god, this place is huge.
But yeah.
I just
Okay.
walked into the ravine.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see your name.
Ooh, scheiße. Okay.
Okay, keep going.
But so, let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I am now. I'm stuck. Where am I? But so, I would play there, and then as I got older, I I was probably maybe 8 or 9, 10ish. I don't even remember now at this point. But my parents got me a Nintendo 64, and I loved that thing a lot, and I played it all the freaking time. But apparently, when I played, I had like an anger management problem or something, and I would not listen to my parents or do anything like that, and so my dad ended up just getting rid of it, like maybe like a couple months after I had it. But while
Dang.
I had it, I played like I got into like Mario 64. I got into Mario Kart, Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers later on. And then like I had a lot of friends that had game consoles as well, so I would always go over to their houses and play.
Yeah.
But then just over time, it was like everything just kind of kept going. So it was like I started off with the N64 that got taken away, and then eventually, I guess my dad guessed that I was good enough to actually keep them or something. Holy crap! There's Emerald. Is it just one thing?
Yeah, it's just someone.
Oh well,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yay! It works. Okay.
Oh good. Okay, you scared me for a second. But so later on, I got a PlayStation 1, and I had that up until actually just maybe last year. I had that for a while, but then I just ended up never playing it again. But with that one, I had like a ton of games. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I played like Crash Team Racing on there, like the Crash Bandicoot.
I remember
version
that.
of
I
Mario
remember
Kart.
that.
And then there was let's see, what else did I have for that? I played some of the Final Fantasy games with it, of course.
Yeah.
Then, at that time, I would just kind of play whatever was given to me. So it was just whatever games my parents really got for me. I never actually like looked into games and was just like, hey, I want this or whatnot. So I had a couple like football games and a NASCAR game and stuff, and just a couple just like kind of random things and whatnot. But I mean, they were a lot of fun. That was actually kind of what brought me into liking some sports, even though nowadays I actually don't care for sports as much. But we had all these other games, and eventually, over time, I had kind of jumped into PlayStation 2 I think I actually got a PlayStation 2 when it first came out, surprisingly. I'm not even sure. Because it was still when like you got like ATV, like the ATV Off-Road Fury game or whatever that came with it.
Hey, look, we hit Bedrock. We went too far.
Already?
Yeah, we went too far.
Wow.
Oh yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got carried away with your story.
Sorry. I know I'm such an epic storyteller.
Get out of my way.
You get out of my way. But so, I had like a PS2 for a little while, and I actually had that until about a year ago as well. I kind of got rid of my PlayStation 2 just because I just never played them very much anymore. A lot of the stuff I had for them were single player, so a lot of them I'd already beaten and played a lot of. But then, are you gonna start strip mining, I guess?
Yeah, I'm making a room to strip mine.
Okay. Hey, we got redstone.
Yep. And emeralds.
I'm trying to mine with a freaking torch. I'm smart. Okay.
I don't think you know how. I don't think you know how this game works, Nick.
Apparently not. I'm just an idiot, I guess. I don't know.
What are you doing? Oh, okay.
I was getting the bed. You getting mad at me for nothing?
It's like, where the fuck are you going?
Shh.
Okay.
It's
Continue
okay.
the story time.
Okay. And then like I had the PS2 for a while, and I think by the time I got the PS2, I started getting into stuff that I actually liked. So I started playing stuff like Kingdom Hearts was a really big thing. Star Wars Battlefront 2, actually basically any Star Wars game. If it had a Star Wars title, I probably played it. Like going into like Battlefront, going into
that's
Bounty
how I
Hunter.
That's how I kind of was with the Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I played that all the time.
I had like the original Need for Speed, and then I had like a couple of the extra like the little spin-offs that came off afterwards.
Yeah, like Underground.
Or no, I had a Hot Pursuit.
No, that I think that was after Underground. Yeah, I
Oh
had
man.
Underground for the PC.
Yeah.
That was like when I was in elementary. Dude, I played that shit all the fucking time. My mom would
Yeah.
get mad at me because I played it so much.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And let's see. After a while, I think by about my junior year, I had been saving up a lot of money that I don't even remember why I was saving it up to begin with. Probably just to save it. My parents were always like, "You need to save all your money. Don't do anything with it." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's how my mom was too.
But I would be I was sitting there one day, and all of my friends, every single friend that I would hang out with, had a freaking 360. And I was like, you know what? I want to go get a 360. I don't know, like how much I want to spend or whatnot, and blah blah blah. And around the time that I was thinking this, I did you start on this left side and just stopped?
What do you mean?
You started on the left side and then you started on the right side. So I wasn't sure why you.
Yeah, I just felt like this one was better. I don't know why, but
Well, I'm gonna go on the left side then.
okay.
But so right around this time, Final Fantasy 13 had come out, and Final Fantasy I've always really liked. Like I won't say I've played every single game and blah blah blah, and that Final Fantasy 7's the best and blah blah blah, but because it's I don't actually believe Final Fantasy 7 is the best. Kill me if you want, throw me on a stake and burn me. I don't care. Everybody
Shots
has
fired.
everybody has different opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this one, but my favorite Final Fantasy game that I've played is Final Fantasy 10 or not 10, 12, which is one of like the most hated ones for some weird reason. That was the one that didn't have the it wasn't turn based for the fighting system. It was all like it was somewhat real time. And
I don't know anything about that. I don't think I've ever really played Final Fantasy.
yeah,
It just wasn't one of those games that I wanted to play.
yeah, I understand. See, basically all the Final Fantasy games up until 12 were turn based. So everything was based on. Oh crap! Drop my pickaxe. Everything was like you would attack, then they would attack, and you would attack, and they
Oh
would
yeah,
attack, and blah blah blah. It was like Pokemon. Think about that.
yeah,
And for that one, for Final Fantasy 12, what they did instead was they kept it. It was sort of turn based, like you had a time system. And it would take a certain amount of time to attack. It would take a certain amount of time to cast a spell or to use an item and whatnot. But everything was based in real time. So, hello. Well, hi there. What? Why'd you come down my tunnel?
I don't have any more pickaxes.
I don't either.
Okay.
I've got like everything else but a pickaxe right now.
Good. Well, then I think that would be a great place to stop. We need to go resupply.
Yeah, we might need to go resupply. After we figure out where our house is.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Eventually.
Just go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. That's gonna do it for this episode. As we had a little story time with Nick.
Yay.
Yeah. So, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your dog. I don't know. I don't care.
Tweet about us if you want.
Tweet about
We don't
it.
care.
Yeah. Yeah. If you enjoyed, just like it and let us know down in the comments what you'd like to see, or if you'd like to help us, or any suggestions of that. Yeah. And I'll put my Twitter down in the description. I'll put Nick's Twitter down in the description.
Yay.
Go check out his POV of what all he did.
It's not very good.
Probably not.
Wow, thanks.
Oh.
Right now. Get back here.
No. No.
Should we duel? Hey.
Okay. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Tune in next time. We'll have another video up soon. And this is Tony, aka Disney, signing out.
See ya.
Peace.